Hey everybody, I finally made it. I am later than normal today. But let me just tell you, it's been a crazy week, but I'm here. Hi, welcome back to the Yarn Everywhere podcast. This is episode 6, and I have so much to share with y'all today. So let me just jump right in. First, I want to start with things that I've been working on, some crochet projects. So I have finished a few things. I'm going to show you this project. I can't say much about it, but it's something I'm working on that's coming up. How cute is this crochet basket? So something's going on with my lighting in this room and I'm working on it. So I still feel like it's a little off, but hopefully y'all can see this okay, but how cute is that? So this is going to be another one of my sunshine patterns. If you're familiar with any of my sunshine patterns, it just has this really, I don't know, this really nice texture that I am obsessed with. So this is something that will be coming soon. Look how cute the basket is. So I made that one and then I couldn't help it. I had to make one with my favorite cotton yarn. I haven't finished it yet, but how cute. Y'all know me. I love this cotton in the color brights. Like I have so much I have it everywhere. Oops. I just undid one of the iced coffee cozies that I'm working on. Like literally, let me see. I think that cubby used to be full of it, and I have gotten it down to like 6 or 7 little skeins of it. So I need to go shopping again. So though that's something new. Um, I'm obsessed. I just love it. So I can't wait to share more on that. But I think it's just to be a cute little basket to put on your desk. You can throw crochet notions in. I feel like it'll be sturdy enough to hold some pens or something because you could always like set the pen right there in the hole. Anyways, I will be making some more of those and have more on that soon. So that's one of my whips. And okay, I I think I'm in denial about neutrals. I have this thing, as you can tell, for pink, like blushy pinks, rosy pinks, all the pinks. Hey, Alicia, thank you. And I'm obsessed with this colorway. Let me show you. I ended up calling it Ballet Beauty. And I'm obsessed with it. It is so pretty. And when I saw it dry, I had to make something for myself. So this is my Sassy Twisted Ear Warmer pattern. And I just love the texture in all my Sassy patterns. So that's what it turned out to be. So really excited to have like finally finished a project. So that is another one I'm working on. And I really think that's the only new projects that I have. Oh, and I started a regular Sassy ear warmer on some of my classic teal. So really not much to show right now, but I'm working on that. So one of my goals is to go back and rework a bunch of my older patterns and add like a gauge swatch in there and things like that because I just think it's so much easier for people that are used to doing gauge that it's in the pattern. And then I want to update some of the photos and things like that. So that's one of those projects that it's like it really doesn't take long. I just have to sit and do it. So that's really all the whips and stuff. I'm still working on the Brecken cowl and the knit shawl. So that's what's going on over here. Hey, Rakina. So one of the new things that I got in, I don't think I've shown this. I really need to go back and watch previous episodes, so I'm not repeating myself, but I got a new project bag. I kind of have a problem with project bags right now. But I love it. I found it on Etsy. It's from the Anomalous Mind. And she has some really cute project bags. And I love how simple and lightweight they are. You got the little handle. I love that because I can throw it around my wrist and, or throw it in my purse and just grab it by the handle. And it's just a simple zip. and one pouch. Like that's all you got. It's got a nice little liner in there. And I believe this pattern is called scrapbook paper. And I just love it. It's got some of my favorite colors. So I really am like loving this project bag because my Bink Waffle bags are currently taken up with other projects. So yes, I love it. I kind of have my eye on some bigger bags of hers too. So we'll see if I end up with another bag. Um, all right, that is all of my whips and finish projects. So I got some fun stuff in this week and I can't wait to show y'all because I love supporting other makers and just finding like little things that I can get. So let's start with my stitch marker. So I have a monthly membership to the Stitch Marker Club by the Hooking Reader. And it's just my fun little happy mail that I get in. And I look forward to it every month. She has some really fun themes and she just puts everything together so well. So this month was mermaid themed. And y'all, I have a thing for pens. And one of the extras this month was a pen. I haven't even opened it. Like it came in the mail yesterday and I took a peek, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take anything out because I will not put it all back in there. So how pretty is that pen? And then there were these page flags and their mermaid theme, which is super handy for like reading. I'm reading a lot of like business books and things like that. And it's so nice. Like if you want to flag a page just to have that. So I love that. And then we also got a mermaid pattern, and then the stitch markers. Are you ready? Look at those stitch markers. They're so pretty. Let me put it around on the white side. You might be able to see them better. Look. Okay, so there's the teal and like the blushy pink and a purple, and then just blushy pink. Like, how perfect is that? Okay, so I kind of fixed the lighting a little. So I was really excited about that. And now I'm excited that I showed it off on here. So now I can use it. So I'll put that there. So that was my stitch marker club. And that's not my trash can. Let me put that over there. All right. And then I got some yarn in this week. So I follow Christy with Leap of Faith Yarns on Instagram, and y'all, she did this Valentine colorway. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, that is so pretty. And then I saw the post again, and she's like, I just added these to my shop. Well, I did it. How pretty is that? So let me take this off. So you got the light pink, like the darkish pink, almost burgundy, a berry color. And then it transitions to a dark gray. And then there's spots of light gray. Like, how pretty is that? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to make with it. And it is sock weight. So I'm not sure. But I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. Yeah. Yes, Rakina, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I'm obsessed. And I kind of have an obsession with sock weight right now. Y'all, it's the weirdest thing. I was never a fan of neutrals. And like, I'm a worsted weight girl. Like, I would tolerate DK weight, but now I think it's more so knitting. I don't see myself crocheting with sock weight, but I've learned to never say never because that's the first thing I'm going to do. But I think it's just because it's knitting. Like, I think that's why I'm loving that sock weight. Anyways, and she wrote me a really sweet note and it just made my day. And then she included some cute little stitch markers. So she is so talented. And this is like the second hank of yarn that I bought from her because I can't resist. And she is Leap of Faith Yarns. You can find her on Instagram. And she also has an Etsy shop. I'll put all the links below. So that was one of the other fun things that I got in this week. And I only have one more thing to show you. So one of my friends, one of my yarn friends that I met through Cheryl that I podcast with, She has a yarn shop in Arkansas called Arkansas Yarn Co. I'm sure y'all heard me talk about her because we're working on me like doing a trunk show with her or wholesaling some yarn. So her and I are going to collab somehow and hopefully soon. Well, in conversation, she was talking about wanting to possibly start a yarn subscription. So she is trying it out with this Sock Yarn Society. It's a monthly mystery bag. And she surprised me and sent me one from January. So, in full transparency, I opened it and I had to peek and touch all the yarn and all the things. But I did put everything back because I want y'all to see this. So I love that she has it in a bag and it was so nice and pretty. It's not now because I got into it. Like it was like a kid at Christmas, but trying really hard not to be. But it's wrapped in tissue paper and then she has her like logo sticker on there. And it was like I was opening a gift that was just for me. So it's just such a fun experience. Okay, so and it's this month's theme is the whole year's theme is a few of our favorite things. So in each bag, she's going to put a few of her favorite things to share. And guess what one of them was? A pen. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. I love pens. Seriously, I have a problem when it comes to pens. So like just nailed it. Nailed it. Okay. Then this Jane Iredale lip drink. It's a lip balm. It's just like a little sample of lip balm, but she was also telling me that you can also put these on your cuticles. Like it's really good as a cuticle oil. So I thought that was really really neat. And then we got a cute little Sock Society sticker. And then a resin stitch marker that is shaped in the state of Arkansas. I thought that was really fitting. And then there was a candle, and it says, it's called Smells Like My First Love. And y'all, oh my goodness. It smells like love. It's just, I don't know, it's fantastic. So I'm so excited and I can burn this. Okay, are y'all ready for the yarn? It has been so hard to leave. Like, I think this got here on Monday or Tuesday. And I had been telling myself I'm going to wait and open it live. And then it came in and I was like, I am a liar. Ain't no way I'm waiting. Got to see this. So are y'all ready? How pretty is that? It matches her logo. It matches her bag. Okay, so I got to take I also love her yarn wrap labels. Look at those labels. It's like clear and I don't know. She has me rethinking mine. I might have to do that, but I love her labels. And y'all, can you see the sparklies? Do you see that? It's sparkle yarn. It's sparkly. Okay. My lighting situation. I need to like mark X's on the floor so I know where it's at. Okay, there we go. We're at a good spot here. How pretty is that? So this is my first experience with sparkle yarn. I've always been really curious about dyeing it, but I can't remember. I think I think you have to use vinegar and you can't use citric acid. I'm pretty sure. And I think that's why I haven't because I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I can handle vinegar. But now that I have seen it, like how perfect would this be in like Valentine's, like right now, or like at Christmas time? So yeah, like how pretty. I have a thing for yarn, in case y'all didn't notice. Yes, Rakina, I thought of you because I was thinking, oh my goodness, what if I did like a pink, black, and gray with sparkle? Yeah. Okay, last little peek here. And I will have links to, her shop below. She is Arkansas Yarn Co., and, she is the sparkle queen. Like, this is her thing, is the sparkle base. So highly recommend. It's beautiful. It's so soft. Like, I always thought, like, the sparkle would be textured, like, you would almost be able to feel it. I don't know. It's like, you know how you make up in your mind that what it's supposed to be, and it's not, like, it doesn't feel any different than my yarn. Of course, I haven't worked with it yet, but it's really, really soft, so definitely a favorite. Now I need to figure out what to make with it. Yes, Rakina pink and black sparkle. Mhm. Alright, so those are the fun things that I got in this week. Let's see, I wanna make sure I'm not forgetting anything. No, I'm not. Okay, and then while we're on the subject of yarn, today is the very last day to get Valentine's bags. And here are the colors. This is Must Be Love. It is like 5 different pinks speckled. This is Candy Hearts, and it has a very, very pale pink base. And then I speckled, purple, red, I think 2 different shades of purple, some red, and some pink over it, and just kinda like, and then I think I poured water over it after I speckled. I can't remember now. Um, so this is Candy Hearts. This is Crush, and I am crushing on it. This is actually mine. I pulled this out of my stash. And then Cinnamon Hearts, and y'all, this is one of my favorites. So, yeah. And this was been the most popular one. So, I initially had the mystery bags up for, like, a week and closed the ordering so I could ship it out and everybody would get it before Valentine's Day, because I really want, like, it's Valentine's, I want you to get it before Valentine's. And then I had a ton of people be like, Did I miss the bags? Did I miss the bags?" So, I put them back up in the shop for this week, and of course, they're not gonna make it by Valentine's, but I will try my very best. So I'm closing the order um tonight, and then I'm going to dye what needs to be dyed. I do have some extras in stock, and if I have it in stock and you order it, I'm going to ship it, right away. But so I just wanted to tell y'all that. And um I've really had fun with that collection. And let me see. So that's as far as any like shop
Sorry,
updates.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Y'all, Siri and I are not friends. Okay. So, did y'all catch my live yarn overdye the week before last? I've been meaning to go live all week this week and show it off. And it's just been a really, really crazy week for me. So I'm going to show y'all here. I showed you last week, but it was still a little wet and it wasn't hanked up. So I'm going to show y'all that today. Danielle, you won't get the same extra in both. I have been trying really hard to make sure you don't. So you shouldn't. Mm-mm. Yes, it was fun, Rakina. You know, the Japanese cherry blossom? Oh, with the sparkle? Ooh, that's a really good idea. Sorry, I'm reading the comments, like, backwards, and I'm not flowing well, so Rakina, you're so funny. Beep is gonna come home and have my nose in the candle. Yeah. Oh. Um What is that one? It's, the subscription, it's called Sock Yarn Society, and I'll post links, after the live so that way you can check her out, and she is Arkansas Yarn Co. Her name's Lori, and y'all, she's just the sweetest. She's just sweet Southern belle. She's just precious. Alright, so here was the blue that I speckled last week, and look at that. I'm loving it. Okay, and I haven't named some of these. I did have a name for that one. That one's Oblivion. And then I posted in my yarn club to tease them a little because these are going to go live in the shop for them tonight. And oh, it just left me. What did she say to name this? Robin's egg. That's it. So this one's Robin's egg, and it was like a teal color, and then I speckled it in several colors. And y'all, I hate to do this, but I'm going to move that light. I can't handle it anymore. I'm so sorry. Okay, maybe that's a little better. No, it's not. Well, we're going to go with it. So this one's going to be Robin's egg. And I literally have a tote full of yarn right here. Haven't named this one yet. It was that really dark that I can't decide what color it is, like a teal and a blue, and I overdyed it black. So this one's really pretty too. And this is the only DK weight one that I had. Let's see. Ooh, I love this one too. This one is Rolling on the River. I put a post up on my Facebook page and asked what I should name this, and there were so many great suggestions. But I can't remember who. I think it was Melissa responded and said Rolling on the River, and that song has been in my head ever since I read that comment. So I'm like, Rolling on the River it is. Okay. And then, I just lied. That wasn't an overdye. That's one I just dyed to sell. So, whoops. All right, let me just grab a bunch of these so I'm not having to keep bending down here. All right, this one was in with that first speckle that I showed you, Oblivion. This is just one of those not so mini hanks. This is a 50-gram hank of yarn, and it was like a solid gray. So I'm really liking that. It almost looks like it's navy now. So it's really pretty. And this was the one that was solid purple, and I overdyed with a berry color. I'm so glad I listened to Sarah on that because it is so pretty. But I haven't named it yet, so I am open to suggestions for names. Love it. And then this one was just speckled. And this was a teal one that I overdyed with a navy blue. Nope, a sapphire blue. That's what it was. And then this was that orange with the sapphire blue. Pretty sure I'm going to call this one Da Bears because it makes me think of the Chicago Bears. And then this one. Try not to keep this one. But this is the color I was thinking sorry, I'm just screaming into the microphone, would look awesome on a sparkle. This one, Rakina, I do too. It's giving me all the beach vibes. So those are let me make sure before I tell a lie. Yeah, those are all the overdyes. So, yeah, that was fun. I really love overdying. So now let me show you some of the other colors that are coming to the shop. Bahama Breeze. If y'all can't tell, like, I'm ready for the beach. Like, I'm ready for pretty skies, just a beach breeze. Yeah. This is on sock weight. So pretty. Also, I feel like I made the lighting worse when I moved it, so I'm sorry. So that is Bahama Breeze. Maybe if I scoot back a little. Okay. And then I had a moment. I feel like I do this thing where I hoard yarn in my personal stash, and then I go through it, and then I feel a little guilty because I'm like, what if somebody really wanted that? So please don't buy these. Here's Winter Dawn. This was one of November's colorways, and I want to say this is the very first time I've ever had a neutral in my box. We had a boho month back in May of last year, and some of those colors I want to say were like a neutral color, but for the most part, like a variegated neutral. This was the very first time I had a neutral in my box, and I'm sure like some people fell out and had to like look at their box again and say, okay, did this come from Nikki? Like, what is going on? So these two are going in the shop, and not gonna lie, I kind of hope that nobody buys these because they were actually on my kitchen counter and I was going to cake them up and make something, and I talked myself out of it. So there's that. A while back, I think in one of the very first podcast episodes, I talked about my coffee shop collection. Well, when I dyed some extras. So I have 2 sets of this left, chai latte and cafe mocha, and for everybody that ordered the collection, they got a fun little happy, and it is a stitch marker designed by Nerdpreneur for, I do these weird little things. I'm just like, "Hey, girl, I got an idea." And I'll shoot her a message, and then she comes back with exactly what I wanted, and that's what I wanted was a coffee cup with yarn in it that says "Coffee Then Yarn," and I just thought it was so cute, and she did awesome. So I have 2 sets of these left, and if you order, you get this stitch marker with it. So that's gonna be up for grabs for my Yarn Club members. So, my Yarn Club members are spoiled because I just adore them, and they get first chance at any yarn that I have for sale, and they get to add it to their Yarn Club box with no additional shipping charge. So it just goes in, but if you buy it, it all doesn't fit in a box, so you end up getting a bag, but you don't have to pay shipping. So it's kind of like an extra little thing. They get first chance at any yarn, and then they don't have to pay any extra shipping. So it's kind of fun, and, I try to at least do that one time before I ship out their boxes, so that way, if they want some more yarn, they have a chance at it. Um, okay, I've got 2 more to show you, and it's way at the bottom. Um, this was it this October, I'm pretty sure it was October. This is one of October's yarns, and this is called Campfire Stories. This was really, this was one of those colorways that I really stepped out of my comfort zone with because I don't do a lot of orange. And then as I was dyeing it with the orange and like it shows up maroon, but it was actually a purple. I was like, "Ooh, man, a pop of teal in there would be really pretty." So I was brave and I added teal in there and I really love it. So I have one of these left, and that's gonna go in the shop. And then, oh goodness, I don't even know how long ago this was. I don't think it was last fall. I think it was the fall before that. I did a colorway called Sunflower Flannel, and it was way out of my comfort zone. It was yellow, like as you can see, it's like that mustard yellow, and it was like an orange, like a pumpkin orange, and then brown. And obviously I need to recake that. Um, but I had this idea when I saw that colorway, and I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna make a triangle cowl." So I kept 2 of them, and it sat in my yarn stash, and I ended up making a pair of Brindley fingerless gloves with one of them, and then this has literally been in my stash for over a year. And one of my yarn club members commented today saying they wish I would repeat this colorway, and I'm like, "Oh, I have one of those, and it's just sitting there." So this is gonna be up for grabs. And I am gonna recake it because I don't wanna send that out to anybody. So I'm kind of excited to see who gets this one and what they make with it because I love seeing what people make with my yarn, and so it makes me kinda sad when I just kinda hoard it and then I don't make anything with it, so that'll be fun, and also this is not, I don't know what I was thinking when I kept it. This is not my colors. I mean, I like it, I think it's pretty, but it's just not my normal go-to, so. Oh, thanks, Rakina. Yeah, come on down, girlfriend. Um, so that's all the yarn that I have right now, and, as you can see, this is where the name of the podcast come from, Yarn Everywhere, because I literally have yarn everywhere. And if it's not yarn, it's like crochet projects, crochet hooks, knitting projects, knitting hooks, my poor husband. Um, so yeah, it's been an eventful week, let me tell you. Um, so I'm like a little off today. So if this has been hard to watch, like harder than normal, I apologize. But it has been quite the week, I tell you. But it's been fun. I've got a lot of extra fun stuff in, so that like just made me happy. And I think that's really all that I have to share with y'all. Um, my week has really just been thrown off. On Tuesday, my husband had a doctor's appointment, so we went to that. And then on Wednesday, Cheryl and I recorded some podcast episodes for the Makers Gonna Sell podcast. I'm really excited about some upcoming episodes. And the last time we recorded, we batch recorded. So it was like 2 episodes, and the one about wholesaling ended up being so long that we split it into 2, so it was 3 episodes. So it'd been over a month since we, had recorded a podcast, and oh my goodness, y'all, if you know me, you know that, like, I could be mid-sentence telling you something, and I'm just like, I don't know where I was going with that." And I had so many of those moments on the podcast, like, I'm so glad we don't do it live because, oh, y'all would be laughing. But it was fun, but it took a lot, like, it took us several hours, and then we both were just like, "We're done." Like, we have nothing else to say, so everything else I tried to do that day, I was just so tired, and just could not, and I just kept pushing myself, and finally, I was just like, "I'm done." And my poor husband came home, he was trying to have a conversation with me, and he was like, "You're tired, aren't you?" I was like, "Tired, buddy. I'm tired." So, it's just been a really, like, just unique week. But I did get 1, 2, 3 colorways done for February's yarn club. So I have one more batch of yarn to do and I am done with February's yarn club. So I'm super excited about that. So my assistant was here today and she hanged up half of the yarn club. So half of it is dry and hanked up. Now I've got to come up with names and label it. And I'm waiting on the premium box inserts to come in. And then, so we should be finishing up. Let me see. What is today? We should be finishing up, hopefully, oh, fingers crossed, next Friday. We'll see. We just see how this week goes. But I'm really excited because it's just such a long process, and to already have most of the yarn dyed and half of it already dried, like, it just makes me so happy. So we'll see. And now the hard part is, coming up with the colorway names because 'cause I'm really, really hard at really not very good at that. And this month's, theme is Spring Fling, and I did 2 of the colorways are, like, different than what I've ever done. So that's all I'm gonna say. Because next thing you know, I'll be out there grabbing them and showing them to y'all. Whew, I need to stop talking. I'm getting excited and I can't keep up with my brain. All right, so I believe that is all that I have for y'all, and I will get the notes to this episode updated in just a bit so y'all can check out anybody that I talked about. And thank you for chatting with me and watching. And I will be back next week with the next episode. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.